Living on water was once seen as a radical idea. Today, it's become a defining trend of modern living.
It floats!
Across the globe, a new generation of high-tech floating homes is transforming coastlines and cities alike.
This is the future.
From sleek aquatic apartments and reimagined barges to compact waterborne cabins.
I love coming home to it.
And sprawling floating estates. What began as an experiment is now a thriving lifestyle embraced by thousands worldwide.
Absolutely, all the way.
This series delves into the ingenious design and innovative engineering that brings these dream floating homes to life.
Here we go.
From constructing their floating foundations and designing their imaginative interiors, it's rarely plain sailing.
Oh my God.
And there are many challenges along the way.
We will make it work.
Today, this dynamic duo take on a bold project.
Anything can be achieved with the right amount of hard work.
Attempting to build a dream barge.
At the moment, it looks like a hodgepodge of bits and pieces.
On a very tight budget.
I'd like to be able to do all the works for £5,000.
But will their thrifty approach go to plan?
Rather than just continuously just go out and buy new, we will adapt this, we'll make that work.
Or cost them more?
We've definitely got different ways of doing things. One being the right way.
And one being my way.
We'll find out as they join the community taking the ultimate plunge, designing and building their own incredible floating homes. Around 30,000 people in the UK now live full-time on the water, many drawn by the appeal of a simpler lifestyle and lower living costs, which makes sense when the average UK house price is around £270,000. It's a trend that's really picked up pace too, with the number of constant cruisers on the UK's canals and rivers rising by a staggering 300% over the past 20 years. One couple joining this lifestyle are Graham and his partner Emily.
I am excited about getting the boat in the first place. It's something I've been working towards for a number of years now.
I hadn't really been on boats before. Big change. I'm looking forward to it as well more because I know Graham's looking forward to it and that makes me happy.
Graham and Emily currently live in Scarborough, North Yorkshire, next door to Graham's mum, Angie, and his stepdad, Tony.
To the next adventure.
Happy days.
Tony, an engineer, gave Graham a taste of life on the water 5 years ago.
I've got some experience. I started off on power boats. I've gone down in pace, definitely. I've gone from doing 40 knots on the North Sea to doing 5 knots on the River Trent when it gets bad.
And Graham, a former chef who has limited mobility after an accident, is looking to adopt a gentler, slower-paced life.
I was always on the go. I was 24/7, 100 mile an hour, and I've really struggled slowing down. I broke my leg in a couple of places, several ribs, rotator cuff, fractured my neck, broke my hand. Some days I can barely walk, some days I can barely get out of bed. It's my hands mainly. The joints won't hold up. Gets to be a bit of a struggle by mid-afternoon. I tire very, very quickly. I can't lift as much, I can't go for as long or as fast or as hard as what I'd like to.
Graham's dream is finally coming together. Tony recently helped him buy this 40-year-old narrowboat for £20,000, named after its original owner.
It's called Nora. It's actually Sister Nora. It's known locally as the midwife boat because Sister Nora was a midwife. I took one look and I thought, yep, we can do something with this. So, yep, we'll have it. It was as simple as that.
From the very first walkthrough, I had a vision of my own, what it could potentially be.
It's going to be Graham's dream, so I'm helping achieve his dream. So that, for me, is a major thing.
It's a project this stepdad and stepson team plan to tackle together.
Our plan moving forward to have a boat by the end of the year that Graham and Emily can go out and enjoy themselves.
Anything can be achieved with the right amount of hard work and attention.
But there is one small issue that might slow them down.
Unfortunately, we bought the boat on the wrong side of the country. We actually bought one in Lancashire and we live in North Yorkshire. It means we have to travel across from Scarborough to here, so we have to do it in batches. So that's the only thing that's holding us back at the moment. That, and I have a habit of booking holidays.
To keep costs down, they're doing all the work themselves. Tony's doing the heavy lifting, while Graham is doing some of the lighter jobs, including design.
Are you still happy with the dark
Yeah,
green?
yeah, dark grey, definitely,
Right.
like a dark royal green. I just think it'll stand and polish traditional.
Going back to the windows, they've been painted black over silver. If we strip all that black back and polish the silver, that against the dark green is going to look really good.
But this boat needs more than a coat of paint.
We need more space in the living room. Otherwise, it's not going to accommodate for the sofa.
If we look at the kitchen, you can move that first cabinet, get rid of that, throw that completely.
We gain the valuable space needed for the living room so I can accommodate guests, and the sofa pull-out bed.
We're going to have to move one or two things, I think, to get it in.
Tony and Graham aren't just restoring Nora, they're completely reconfiguring the layout to maximise the living space. Entering from the stern leads into a compact galley kitchen. Keeping it smaller here frees up more room in the lounge, which will feature a sofa bed, and they're keeping the log burner for that cosy feel. Just past here is the bathroom with a separate shower cubicle and toilet, which then leads through to the bedroom at the bow. Here, a metal crutch hatch, a frame over the rear deck, supports a canopy to keep out rain and wind, and also doubles as extra seating. They're also adding solar panels on the roof to enable Graham and Emily to fully embrace an off-grid lifestyle.
Why a narrowboat then? What's that all about?
I've got Romany Gypsy heritage way back in my family, and I've just never been able to sit still. At the same time, in adult life since my accident, I struggle a lot. I'd rather regret something I've done than regret not having done it.
It's not just you, is it?
Fortunately, my partner, Emily, she's very supportive. When it comes to furnishings and things, then obviously I'll step back and let her have her say. I'm still working the budget. Everything's going to be auctions and, sales and clearances and things like that. What's available at the right price.
So basically the design of your home is going to be basically what other people don't like.
What other people have made the mistake of not seeing the magic in.
I like that perspective.
One man's rubbish is another man's treasure.
A big part of all this is stepdad Tony.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Tony, I would not be anywhere near where I am. This is probably the last hour of my life I'm going to be physically able to do something like this. So the fact that it's going to give me my dream, my future, my home, it's very important for me to do it myself and get it right.
And also, it's just really nice doing a project with someone else.
I might not know the best way to go about it, not being a skilled tradesman. Otherwise, I'd be forever doing things and then undoing it to do it the right way.
What about budget, finally?
I squeak when I walk, mate. I don't like spending money, really. I'd like to be able to do all the works for £5,000. I think Tony's given himself a bit more of a buffer to £10,000.
Very sensible.
The end result will be down to Tony.
Narrowboat Nora might be watertight with a working engine, but there's a huge amount to do before she can become a home. Graham has owned the boat for a month, and so far it's been stripped out, ready for rebuilding.
That's the framework in. Let's get this heater into place.
Starting with the bathroom, which has gone back to a shell.
There's lots of flat surfaces. Unfortunately, they're not level, because what happens if you move across the boat tips and the spirit bubble moves.
First, they need to fit a vanity unit for the sink that'll house a water heater.
Right. That's not going to fit.
I thought you measured it.
We've got the measurements offline, but the measurements have gone from there to there. What it hasn't done is taken into account these two bits at the end.
Can you not just take them off and put them back on after, or do they have
No,
to?
they're already sealed in. What we're going to have to do is cut a hole through the side. If we put the hole through the side, then we'll be able to pass these through, get the pipes from the other side, and pipe it up from there.
Yeah.
That'll be the way to do it.
This is where Tony's engineering background will hopefully come into its own.
I suppose it's moment of truth then. See if we've got the holes in the right place.
Yep, otherwise we've got a vanity unit that's going to be no use to anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so ready to lift it in.
Steady. Take right. Come to my end a little bit.
Your way a bit.
Yeah.
Any further back?
That's square with that. We put all the joints down there.
Yeah.
Put the pump down there and bring all the pipe work up.
And there's enough room down the back for all the pipe work. Yeah. That's spot on there. That's exactly where we want it. You can see both lights, access to both outlets. And that's done. Yeah, brilliant.
Once we've done the outer frame and then board it up, it'll look a lot nicer. At the moment, it looks like a hodgepodge of bits and pieces.
And they still need to feed in the pipes and fit the basin and toilet.
We need a bigger boat.
In Lancashire, on a stretch of the Leeds and Liverpool Canal, ex-chef Graham is renovating his narrowboat Nora with the help of his stepdad Tony.
It's kind of been a little bonding. Had no children of my own, and then in later life, met a different partner, and she already had children. So all of a sudden, I've got Graham wanting to build a boat. I love boats and things like that, so we got together, and we actually work well off each other.
It's going to be a floating home for Graham and his partner Emily.
I'm looking forward to it, darling. It's just the freedom that it's going to afford us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just think, definitely a step in the right direction. You know what I mean?
But with the boat moored on the opposite side of the country, logistics are tricky, and with such a tight budget, Graham and Tony have got to tackle all the work themselves. Although Nora was structurally sound and mechanically reliable, the vessel needs a full interior refit. Plans include rebuilding the kitchen, bathroom and bedroom, giving the boat a lick of paint and installing solar panels to enable off-grid living. And they want to get the boat finished before winter sets in.
Deadline is November because it gets cold after that.
My aim was end of September, start of October, and I think it is achievable as long as somebody don't keep going on holiday.
With the vessel already insulated, the next step is the interior fit-out. When Tony and Graham bought Nora, the vessel didn't have a fuse box installed, so the entire electrical system needs a complete rewire. Power will come from the batteries in the engine compartment at the stern. Tony plans to install 2 separate 12-volt circuits to streamline the onboard electrics. The first circuit will run essential systems, including the bilge pump, the horn and navigation lights. The second will supply the bathroom and bedroom electrics, keeping domestic systems separate.
We've got 14 wires running from the back of the boat to the front of the boat. It's all good wire. It's in the right place. It just means we have to rethink things a little bit. This is a control panel that was in. That we're going to throw away, but we're going to keep the wiring, and we've got a fantastic new fuse panel up here. So we need to put a fuse box in to run with that. We'll take the wires from here, bring them in through the back. We'll build a box this side, go on that side there, and fasten it in.
Brilliant.
You really do have that fuse panel in place for a reason. If anything overheats further down the line, like the wires can melt, you've suddenly got a fire. If something goes wrong, the fuse blows and everything's okay.
Along with the electrics, they need to build a shower cubicle and rebuild the kitchen. And Graham hopes to do all this for £5,000, although Tony thinks it might cost a little bit more.
Tony's put a £10,000 budget on. I think it's achievable within that. If we keep on scoring lucky at the auctions, rather than just continuously just go out and buy new, we might have something, we will adapt this, we'll make that work. As long as it passes all safety standards, that's the way forward.
They're 5 weeks into the build. The shower room is going in, but it's slow progress.
Slight bit of miscommunication on my side. It should be 1695, not 165. So that one's a little bit too short. Can you glue some back onto me?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I'll cut you a fresh one.
That'll do.
Working in these conditions can be very, very tight. Having to step around, trip hazards everywhere, especially for somebody with the problems I have myself physically. I quite often find it hard to hold a position for long enough for something to be secured. So we swap and change between what we're doing. Unfortunately, Sonny's got his age against him and I've got my physical condition against me. So yeah, we just about manage that.
They're not just working on top of each other, they're 130 miles from home, so they're both camping on site.
Hello, Mark. Nice to see you. Is this home for you when you're down here working on the boat?
This is home when we're working on the boat. Instead of staying in a hotel, we just brought this along because Graham's got the boat to stay in, I stay in this, and we save ourselves a fortune.
Yeah, that's perfect, isn't it? Kitchen and everything in here?
We've got everything. We've got a stove, we've got a microwave, we've got a fridge.
Are you the brains on this outfit in terms of the engineering and the build?
I think from the engineering side, yes, it will be. Graham was a chef originally. I was a pumping and power transmission engineer many years ago. I ended up running an outdoor ice rink because I've skated all my life, and the engineering background came into that. And then just to add to that, you've probably seen the little penguins the kids push around. I was the guy who came up with that idea.
What, the little skating penguins?
Yep.
That was you?
That was me.
That's so brilliant. That's quite a transition from ice rink engineering to narrowboats.
No, not really. The boat floats on water. I freeze the water to make ice. There's a connection there. That would work.
Think laterally about it. Yeah, well, good thing about engineering, it's always transferable.
In the past, in my youth, I built some kit cars. I messed around with cars. So the electrics come from that. I built the bungalow that we live in now. There's plenty of training on that one. So the brain's got a lot in the side, but I think it gets on. Maybe the hands don't do as much as they want to.
So what have you got left to do?
We have to tile the kitchen floor, finish off the roof in the kitchen, put lights on the front, horn on the front, another solar panel in. And once we take all the rubbish out the inside of it, you'll be able to move around a lot easier.
According to Graham, you're the money man. How are you getting on?
The purchase was 20,000. We looked at a budget probably for 10,000. We've had free tiles, cupboards for the kitchens for £18 for the whole lot. We'll get it under the 10, and I think that's where we wanted to be.
Aren't you supposed to be retired?
Well, this is a third attempt at retirement, and the sun turns up and we buy a boat. So retirement's going really well. I can recommend it.
You just said, my son comes along and he wants a boat.
Yep.
That says it all. He very much sees you as that father figure, but also just as a mate, the kind of best kind of friend he could have, by picking up a screwdriver and a circular saw.
Yeah, and a hammer.
That's my way of doing it.
Yeah, it's probably my way of doing it as well.
It's great that this stepdad and stepson duo get along and make a solid team. But they've got plenty to do if they're going to hit Graham's autumn deadline. There's no room for error, even on simple jobs like fitting wall panels around the portholes.
I'm not looking forward to this because that blade don't go far through at all.
Getting anything wrong eats into Graham's tight budget.
I am awesome. A bit excited with myself there. Look at that. There we go. We're in.
Right. finished product.
Yeah, definitely. That's a wall done. I don't know about you, but I think yet again it looks almost professional.
Job done.
I'm going to put the kettle on then.
Yeah, you need to put some water in it. There wasn't enough last time.
OK.
Narrow boats can be fitted with many different types of portholes, each offering a distinct appearance and level of practicality. Brass portholes are one of the most traditional styles, giving a classic canal boat look and often polished to a bright finish, while chrome or stainless steel portholes provide a more modern, low-maintenance alternative. Some boats have opening portholes that can be hinged or unscrewed to allow ventilation, while fixed portholes simply let in the light. Many also include double-glazed glass or removable inner liners to improve insulation and reduce condensation inside the cabin. Floating homes can also feature large glass panels, transparent roofs and skylights, some of which can be opened at the touch of a button to let in plenty of natural light and a bit of fresh air. It's 4 months since work started on Narrowboat Nora, but the whole boat is still a building site. Next challenge is the kitchen, which for ex-chef Graham is the heart of the home.
Very excited about the kitchen going in. It's been a long process and it's one of the final pieces of the puzzle for this area of the boat. I do enjoy cooking very much, more than the missus. I cook most of the meals, so for me the kitchen, open plan living room is the focal centre of the boat. It's where we're going to entertain, it's where I'm going to spend most of my time.
The first fixed plumbing is in and so are the cupboard carcasses. So next, it's the worktops.
Got my hands on the bottom. Right, OK, and just roll towards you on the top. And then slide it into place. Get this one up against the back. That's square. This will be the first time I've installed any kind of kitchen where I can't use a spirit level because the boat keeps moving and the bubble keeps moving. So it's going to be an interesting. The whole thing, measure twice, cut once. I think we're going to measure about 6 or 7 times, then get the cutters out.
Maybe next time, yeah.
Slide that bit to the back.
Right, how we're looking?
We're looking good. Job done. Now we've just got to cut a sinkhole. I'm proud of everything I build. Even if it doesn't work, I'm still proud of it.
We'll just marry that up there.
830 millimetres.
We've definitely got different ways of doing things. One being the right way.
And one being my way. Let's cut the hole. What could possibly go wrong? If we did this for a living, we'd have a super jigsaw that would do the job in next to no time. Unfortunately, we're doing it with DIY stuff that we've just got from our own houses.
That should be that.
Fire in a hole.
Pop that down there for now. The real moment of truth comes in a moment when we marry the sink up. See if it fits in the hole.
If we've got this right, this sink is going to pop in perfectly into that hole.
Oh, look at that. Man's happy. It's a turning point for me. I've been looking forward to it. It feels like it's coming together as a kitchen now. It's definitely starting to feel like my home's coming together as opposed to just a project halfway through.
But there's still a lot to do before this floating house can become a home. In Lancashire, Graham is working to renovate his 50-foot narrowboat with the help of his stepdad, Tony. Moored on the Leeds-Liverpool Canal, it's some distance from their homes on the other side of the country. This has limited the time they've been able to dedicate to the project.
Every trip that I make, I'm more excited because I'm making that list shorter and shorter.
Even today I've been saying there's only a couple of big jobs really left to do, and then we're trimming and fitting and things. I'm probably getting a little bit ahead of myself in my own brain, but yeah, it's very exciting coming to the light at the end of the tunnel.
The shower room is almost complete, as is the ceiling. But the wiring needs finishing, and so does the kitchen.
The kitchen's coming along great. We've now got the white doors to fit, but unfortunately the doors come brand new with no hinges in, so we have to mark up and cut the hinges. These doors actually came for an auction. We were very fortunate. We got a whole load, more than enough to do this boat and probably 2 other boats. But they only cost us £18 for the lot, and they are top quality doors. If they'd had the hinges in, they would have been better quality, but we can't have everything. We're trying to stick within a budget of £5,000 because funds are limited for doing this job. So we look around all over the place, and the doors are an instant idea of what came up. I'm really proud of the way this kitchen's come out. We've got some really good high-class finished doors. We've got some excellent worktops. And with a sink, you've got a top-quality kitchen. It's looking the part now. Voila! We have a kitchen.
Graham and Tony are making slow and steady progress, and with the autumn move aboard deadline fast approaching, Graham turns his attention to the boat's exterior.
Today is a very exciting day for me, apprehension and excitement both in one, as today's the day I get to paint my boat. You know, the fact that I'm putting roller to metal is going to be very exciting. A little bit of rigmarole first, we're going to juggle about, move the boat over the other side of the cut so that I can access the full side. Not far enough?
Yep.
Graham is finally going to banish the grey.
I'm a massive fan of British racing green, always have been. Luckily the missus' favourite colour's green as well. Fingers crossed, touch wood, it'll be exactly what we're wanting. So if I don't splash it everywhere. So I have a very unorthodox way of doing things, which Tony will attest to himself. Obviously, I'm not a tradesman in any of the things I'm doing, but when I come walking down the cut and I spot my boat amongst others, I can look and I can say, I've done that, that's my baby. I can see the end inside. There's definitely a bigger light at the end of that tunnel now than a couple of months ago. I'm very excited to move in. I'm more excited to set off, to be honest with you, because we'll probably move everything in on one day and then possibly the following weekend we'll actually take her out for a cruise or something like that.
Narrowboats are known for their distinctive colour schemes, a tradition rooted in canal history. Early working boats were typically painted in deep reds and greens, colours that were durable and easy to obtain. Today that palette has expanded significantly. Alongside classic shades of burgundy and petrol blue, there's a vibrant mix of bright yellow and purple, as well as softer classic greys, often brought to life with contemporary signwriting. Modern designs range from striking high contrast combinations to clean, understated finishes, giving owners plenty of freedom to express their personal style. It's now 6 months since Graham and Tony first started work on Nora. She was watertight and mechanically sound, but she needed a full refit inside. They've installed most of a bathroom and a kitchen, but they still need to create a bedroom and a lounge, so they're a long way off making it a home.
Now, as you can tell by the weather, it is actually winter now, or heading that way, and they should have been finished, but they're not finished. So I've come to see how they're getting on, and I brought with me your actual housewarming present. I wouldn't normally buy logs in a plastic bag, but needs must.
Graham's plan is to be living aboard by November.
Good afternoon.
Part of me was hoping driving here that you had finished, but you haven't.
We're trying our best.
I brought you a housewarming present.
More logs.
On a narrowboat, the best gift you could ever bring is some wood. You're looking well.
I'll do my best. I'm there, almost there.
Yeah, cold's been my biggest issue at the moment.
So we need to get a fire on, take half an hour off with a log fire and a cup of tea. But you have to work for rewards. So my feeling is this is a bit of a tip.
Looks a bit like a building site, I'll give you that, definitely. It is essentially doubling up as a workshop at the same time, so, you know, it's difficult.
Get clearing, I'm going to light a fire.
You can come more often.
The truth is, though, I'm exactly like Tony at home. This solar panel, couldn't we fit that?
I was looking into fitting a solar panel, but unfortunately, as it's the first time I've ever done one, I opened the box under the assumption that the mounting brackets would be in the box with the panel. Unfortunately, they're not.
I'd like to point out at this point, they are not on the kitchen worktop.
If you get a brush to that, it'll look half decent. Look at that. Have you got a Hoover?
Let me have a look.
Mark, would you like the good news or the bad news?
There can be no bad news.
That carpet you just cleaned was just purely there to protect the nice floor underneath it. But thank you very much for cleaning the carpet.
I don't know why I bother. Honestly, I don't even do this at home.
I forgot what the floor looked like.
And actually, this floor's lovely, isn't it?
I like to think so. I did pick it myself.
Did you get that cheap?
Yeah, it was on offer, actually. 2/3 of what I was expecting to spend on the floor.
Well, it's nice.
Yeah.
It really is nice.
I've got some coat hooks. You just need to put the bar up.
Hang that up.
I found the cup we were missing. Somebody put it away in the cupboard.
Must be your turn to put the kettle on then, if we've tidied up.
Mark, would you like a tea?
Tea, please. Builders, no sugar. Thank you so much. Ah, you're a
One
top
tea.
man.
And chocolate biscuits.
Chocolate biscuits. Oh, well, I'm in heaven.
That's it.
Fabulous. Honestly, once you've cleared up, you look so much further along than you were when I walked in an hour and a half ago.
We're getting to the point now where the list of jobs not only is getting smaller, but it's starting to look more of a snagging list. So as with anything like this, it's going to come together and turn around in the last couple of days, I think. But you are right, the cleaner it is, the more you can notice how it's becoming a home, not just a build.
I can literally see your dream right here, sitting in front of this log burner, cruising.
Now that you've given it a good clean, so can I.
If you crack on, you'll get this finished. Cheers. Here's to you two. I can see the finish line for Nora now, and I'm hoping my gentle encouragement helps Graham and Tony push through, because it's often those final, smaller jobs that end up taking the most time. Next on the list is the ceiling, but they need to finish the electrics first.
The ceiling, as much as I'd love it to be plain straightforward, just attaching the boards to the framework and the boards, unfortunately, all the lights and the wiring run through the ceiling, so as much as I hate doing anything with electrics, I've got no choice but to get stuck in with a lot of wiring.
We haven't electrocuted each other, which is the good news. Switch on. Right.
Touch these up.
Yeah, just touch those two up and we should get, with a bit of luck, get lights. Whee!
It's sort of the beginning of the end. That's massive steps forward for me. Now that we've got wires concealed into a little gully, it's now time to start putting the panels up, and then we can finish off the sides so it'll complete the ceiling, hopefully.
I definitely don't like things to be perfect. Basically, nothing in my life has really been that perfect. I didn't even start at the right height.
Feed your end in first again.
Yeah.
If you're good to go, I'll put nails in. That should just about do it.
The build definitely feels like it's coming to an end. You know, we've almost got a full roof in here. We've got electrics in all over the place. All of a sudden, the last bit will suddenly rush together. You'll think, oh, why did it take so long? But it's all the prep work before that.
Their deadline to complete the build is fast approaching, so the pressure is really on to get Nora shipshape for Emily and Graham's eagerly awaited big move-in day. It's the start of spring along the Leeds and Liverpool Canal in Lancashire, and the restoration of narrowboat Nora is finally complete. It's taken Graham and Tony 4 months longer than planned for Nora to be ready to live aboard, and I'm hoping it's been worth the wait.
Having moved it over here with that sun now, it's perfect.
Hello. Listen, honestly, when I was walking up the cut, I thought it was a Jaguar from the 1950s Le Mans era. Why British Racing Green?
Green's been my favourite colour since as long as I can remember, and British Racing Green is, in my book, the only green. I'm probably going to put another coat of paint on it, purely because it'll come up better when I wax and polish it and give it a bit of a sheen.
I'm glad you said you were going to put another coat on, because I don't like the idea of painting boats.
You're going to put another coat of paint on because you love painting your boat.
To be fair, I got a lot of satisfaction out of painting the boat.
But he's done a good job.
He's done a great job.
How did you paint it? What was your process?
A lot of prep work and cleaning down to make sure there's no dust, no blemishes in the metal work, and then roller on, brush off.
Are you going to paint the roof?
I am going to paint the roof eventually. I'm also considering a textured paint so that it's grippy. The more grip there is up there, the better.
What about the window frames?
I've got to strip them right back to like the base metal colour so that it's a bit of a shine, bit of an impact. It'll pop then. I'm definitely happy. It definitely is now a home and not a work site.
That was the aim, and you are looking more relaxed.
Yeah, slightly more relaxed at the moment, yes. As soon as I set sail on my first voyage, then I'll definitely be relaxed.
The fact that we're having this chat out here, is that because you don't want me to have a look inside?
More than welcome to come inside.
Graham's pride and joy is the new fully functioning kitchen, while the lounge, with its sofa bed and cosy wood burner, offers a warm and inviting space to relax or entertain family and friends.
Oh, hello. It looks like a proper home. This looks radically different to the last time I was here.
I'm glad you think so.
Honestly, good job.
When we finally got the bed in, it's definitely turned into a bedroom.
A proper actual bed with a proper actual mattress.
Yes, yes. I've had to chop it down. It came probably about another 6 inches out.
You'd have been going out here?
Yeah, especially with me being taller.
I have no problem at all with height in this boat.
You're perfect.
I'm made for narrow boats.
So what did you do then, the cut and shunt?
Yeah, just chopped everything down by 6 inches and put it back together and hoped it all fit.
It was pine, and that's what I needed for the job.
I need to check the joinery.
There we go.
Very nice indeed. You wouldn't know.
It does the job.
That, sir, is bespoke.
I mean, if I don't have to ever do that job again, I'll be happy because I did it on my own.
What happened to your assistant then?
Skiing.
Have you actually done anything on here?
The electrics and various, the plumbing is where I came into it.
And everybody needs a technical guru.
Technical expert.
Without him, you'd have been
Possibly
stuck.
less stressed, but yes.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be at the point it is now.
This is interesting as well. What is it?
That's wallpaper, which I also got at a fraction of the price it should have been. Decided to go for a feature wall at each end. Emily chose it. I just slapped it on the wall.
That's teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the boat work, more importantly. That was what Emily was always going to do, though, wasn't it? She was going to help you with the finishing details.
There's no way this bed would look like that with these cushions and this wallpaper if it wasn't for Emily making the decision and saying, I want that putting up there. Yes, boss.
It's also lovely Emily's got involved as well, which is really nice, because that's good for both of you.
Yeah.
It's their home.
Yes, indeed.
Floating homes are highly adaptable to different design styles, from rustic to contemporary. They can feel cosy and relaxed with wooden interiors, creating a cabin-like atmosphere on the water. Alternatively, they can be modern with clean lines, simple layouts, and strip lighting that adds a soft, contemporary glow.
Right, the bathroom. Gosh, I remember this. I'm going in the shower to see how much headroom there is. There's actually quite a lot of head height in here.
There's a load of head height for me.
Lovely siliconing.
Nothing at all to do with me.
£1 from an auction, the shower tray.
Bargain. Sink unit all looks nice.
Fully operational.
Fully operational. And the little toilet.
Emily's more my priority with having a toilet on board.
Oh, the floor. This is my favourite bit.
Thank you, yeah.
You had a tick list of the things you wanted.
Ticked most of the things off that list. It's a bathroom and it's functioning.
Love it. Where did the old door come from?
They were on board when we came, a bit dilapidated. Took one look at them and thought, it's a bit of character. I'd like that.
I like that. It looks lived in.
Shabby chic, shall we say.
You two, out, please. I need to see the whole vista of this room. In there, next to the gunnels.
I'll squeeze in here, shall I? How's that?
Look at that. You've got plenty of space with the sofa.
Which is actually doubles up as a bed.
You've done a great job. And I'm loving the ceiling, but I'm sure it was probably a bit of a pain.
I've had to add bits of framework, but then I've had to curve them bits of framework, and it's hard to keep anything straight and running in uniform. I'm going to put a slight green tint in with a re-op varnish. I want it to be pretty.
Perfect. And the kitchen now fully sorted?
Everything's been taken out and replaced or rebuilt by our stuff.
We've got a gas oven complete with a chocolate plate, and then we were lucky enough to pick up some very cheap worktops.
I'm happy with the end result. Everything I need to do, all I have to do is turn on the spot, and it's all within reach, so it's perfect.
And is it always this tidy?
It is when I'm not here.
And when Emily's around, yes, very much so.
And is Emily really surprised as well, just in what you'd achieved?
The fact that I've been able to pull it out of the bag, so to speak, she's impressed and proud. The best bit about it for me, and for Emily's point of view, is our bedroom remains private, and that's our end of the boat.
Tony, what do you think's been the hardest thing?
The hardest bit was getting things level and getting them in place. Everything you buy is meant to fit inside a house. So then you start looking, OK, we've got to fit inside a boat. It's only 6'10" wide.
You had some big boxes that had the extra solar panels, I think you bought, hadn't you?
3 up there now. We only really need 3.
Glad you kept the old log burner. That's good.
You can't beat a log burner. And with it being a dry heat, it also helps with the condensation.
You knew what you wanted, and you've got there. Honestly, when I was here last time, I did have my...
reservations.
Yeah, I did.
I still had mine as well at that point.
Came across things that had to be changed, had to be moved around, and I wanted to future-proof things when we put them in place that further down the line, if we want to change anything, we don't have to start ripping things up to get to where I want to be.
So given you are the absolute masters at finding stuff for next to nothing, how much did this whole kitchen cost you?
I think we came in just around about £118.
Tony's got to take the credit for that. For the blinds, £2.
Amazing, isn't it? I mean, this is all very interesting, obviously, but it's quite thirsty work, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
A bit dry.
Yeah, so I suppose you want me to put the kettle on
I
then,
do
yeah?
actually. I do actually want. Yeah, go on. So, have you moved on yet?
Not as yet. The plan is when I get back from my holiday, I think.
Sounds like you need a holiday.
I do.
I thought it was Tony did all the holidays.
Usually Tony that does all the holidays. Now that it's done, I shall be taking myself on a wee birthday holiday and moving on board afterwards.
What is it for you that is so special about just cruising our canal network?
Life at 5 mile an hour. At 5 mile an hour, everything slows down. Even kingfishers slow down. It's a lot more relaxed, and that's what you need. You know, there's no need to be rushing around like all over the place. I did that many years ago. I don't have to do that anymore.
For you though, Graham, that's kind of what this whole project's been about, really.
It's exactly what Tony said. I couldn't put it back myself. It's the slowing down the pace of life.
Why is that so important?
My lifestyle has changed a lot in the last 10 years due to my accidents and my physical capabilities. I need to be able to slow down, have that relaxed pace and not have the pressure of everyday life that is the rat race of society.
And I mean, for you, Tony, the reason for getting involved was to help Graham out, obviously, because as a parent, all you want is for your kids to be settled and happy, isn't it?
He needed something to live on, he needed something this size. So that's now, we've settled, him and Emily there, so they've got a nice easy life. They're not going to ever be able to afford a house in the present climate, thing like that. This is a way of living that they want to do. So yes, we were able to focus on that and get it working.
Is Nora as you imagined it would be when you first stepped aboard and said, I'm putting a deposit on this?
Yeah, 3 rooms, this works as a liverboard. It virtually's come out almost in my head as I thought it was going to be.
What do you love most about it, Graham?
If I had to choose, I'd say the kitchen. Purely from a cooking point of view and a chef's point of view, it's probably the most functionable and amenable for me. The fact it's open plan to the living room means I can talk with the missus while I'm cooking. So yeah, that's what I'm most proud of.
That brings me very neatly onto the budget. You, Graham, said you wanted it definitely done for under £5,000.
Yeah, 5 to 6 grand definitely under.
Tony, you said that's going to be more like 8 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Where did it come out?
So the actual boat, £4,712.
That's a win.
Get in.
Even though certain materials have been dictated by availability from the auctions, I don't feel there's been a single sacrifice made in the making of the boat.
It's taken a bit longer than we expected, but yeah, we've got and achieved what we aimed out to do. So now I can just sit back and do proper retirement again.
When you look at her now, how does it feel?
It feels like a home. It feels like this is a new chapter and only good things to come, good times and good things. It's time to start making memories.
Chugging into the distance.
Yes, very much so, very much so. You know, I'm happy to plod along at 2 knots if necessary. You know, I'm in no rush to get anywhere.
And if there's anything you'd like to say to Tony, it would be?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Part of the job.
Well done, both of you.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Enjoy it. So there you have it, a slightly bonkers, bargain bucket, lovingly rebuilt narrowboat, all done by a couple of blokes near Bolton. What's not to love about that?